friends, I don't know if that was good B-roll for you, but like we're getting back into the swing of vlogging. I want to try to vlog more. I do miss vlogging. I miss talking to you guys. I miss sharing my reading sort of more in real time or than in wrap-ups and stuff like that. I've just been so mentally not okay. Not like in a like grippy socks way. Just like I needed to remove some pressure from my life and get some perspective and just kind of try to get some, I don't know, just get better grasp on like all of my anxieties and depressions and things like that. So I took a step back from vlogging because I just didn't know what to vlog for you guys. I didn't feel like there was any content there. It would just be like me reading, reacting, and then mostly I wasn't really motivated to do much because I was just so deep in like my self-pity mode. We're trying to move on from that. I'm working on some things. We got some therapy. Therapy is key. And we're going to try to get back to vlogs. It is Monday. I am leaving for Spain in about a week, and I have a lot to do. I do work this week at the latter half of the week, which is really not how I should have done this, but whatever. I've got a lot of things that I've committed myself to in October for some reason, but those are giving me joy, so we're going with it. If you've seen my TBR for the month, you know that I have a pretty large TBR for October. I've been cranking my way through those books and I am really, really happy. I'm currently still reading The Good House by Tiana Reeve-Dew. I'm like 3 or 4 chapters into this. This is going to really be like my car book for the rest of the week when I'm working. And I am finishing a physical read of A Dowry of Blood. I am loving this book. This just came out from Orbit. I said that wrong in my TBR video because I couldn't find the copy. If you watch that video, you know I couldn't find the copy of the book. I get so few things from Red Hook Orbit that it didn't even cross my mind. If there's a fantasy book that's coming into my world from a publisher, it's almost always from Tor. So correction, this is from Red Hook. But I'm really loving this. I tried to listen along with the audiobook, but then I realized that there's added scenes, so I stopped. So I've been reading this physically. It says from the perspective of one of Vampire's wives. It's got a lot of trigger warnings. He's very abusive and very polyamorous. It's a good time. I'm just gonna say it's dark and delicious, and I'm loving it. I'm also committed myself to trying to do 30 shorts in 30 days over on YouTube. So if you follow me here, over on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
If you follow me here, you've probably noticed this like influx of shorts. I'm trying to really play with that medium here. It seems to be the thing that YouTube really wants to push. I'm trying to get better at making short form content. I'm making new stuff. I'm cross-posting. I'm doing all this stuff. So you're going to see like just a whole lot of like under 60-second videos from me on all of my platforms because that's what we're doing. I'm working on that. I've also committed myself to why I think that October is my time for challenges. I don't know. It is my new year. It is my birthday a week from today. October is like a pivotal time. I need like a witchy woman to explain to me why every October I get this like rejuvenation. I think it's a new year thing. I don't know, but my life shifts every October. There's usually like, it's chaos. I'm busy. Bad things happen. Like my car's in the shop for like 5 days. I lost a friend this month. There are so many things that always seem to occur in October for some reason. It's a crazy month. Why not just add a whole buttload of challenges to my life? But I'm also working on trying to journal every day, even if that journal post is, I don't want to journal today. I don't know. I've been going for, today's like I've been doing this for like 9 days now. Today I haven't journaled yet. And I'm actually finding it I'm enjoying this. Will I keep this going after my 30 days? I don't know, but I'm really enjoying having this moment I'm finding I'm doing at the end of the day where I just kind of reflect on things. This is also helping me with the other thing I'm doing, which is I will be doing NaNoWriMo, but not like in a traditional sense this year. This is the novel I wrote in 2020 during NaNoWriMo. It is mostly done. It's 47,000 words and some change. And it needs a lot of help. It needs a third act. It needs some pacing structure. It needs a lot. It's a very 0-0 draft. And I'm really enjoying getting into that. And I have kind of been dabbling with documenting that over on my TikTok. So if you want to see content about writing and my experience with writing, you can watch me over on TikTok. I will say that, like, don't feel like I'm a writer. I haven't written creatively on a large scale for years. Most of my writing has been academic essays, stuff like that. And even that I haven't done in a little while. I do occasionally write really bad poetry, and I enjoy writing really bad poetry because it's not about like me becoming some poet laureate. It's about expressing my feelings in a way. And I guess that's kind of what the journaling is. So I have also started, I have a lot of journals right now. I also started this other journal, which is all around the prompts of today I remembered. And my idea with this is that as I have, like, a lot of times when I write something that is bad poetry, it is to grapple with a memory that I'm having pop up or I'm having feelings about. And so I feel like this would be a really good sort of like memory poetry. Today I remembered this thing, and it might even be cathartic for mental health. I don't know what this intro is, but we're just going to continue with it. But anyway, so I haven't written creatively in a really long time. And when I did write creatively, I didn't really have a good positive experience about it. I was journaling about this last night, about how, like, I have a lot of like shame and imposter syndrome and doubt and all of that about my ability to actually craft a story. And I really want to do this to prove to myself and to prove to like little me that I can write a story, and I can write a story that somebody would want to read, even if it's only like one other person other than me. If there's somebody who reads something that I write and is actually resonates with them and it actually makes them happy or feel things or feel connected or whatever, if I bring even an ounce of joy with writing a story, then I've proved to little Alyssa that everything everybody ever said or all the ways that people made me feel was bullshit. This is kind of like inner child work. I don't know, but I'm really excited. I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying learning the craft of writing as I'm writing, which is probably not the way to do it, but I guess that is the way to do it. I don't know. So this is a journey that we're going to be going on, and I kindly request that you guys keep me accountable. If you haven't heard about my story in a while, Alyssa, what are you doing? Knock, knock, knock. Have you been writing? Because when I'm in it and I'm doing it, I feel really good about myself. I feel like I'm accomplishing things. I feel awesome. I also have imposter syndrome, and sometimes I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? Do I even know how to craft a sentence? But overall, the feeling is really positive when I write. So I want to keep that positive going. I don't want to go back to being so bogged down in the past like 2-3 years of pandemic and feeling so overwhelmed anymore. I guess that's a really long intro. And yeah, so I'm going to keep working on some of the content you saw me kind of quickly making. I don't know how I'm going to make that montage work, but I'm going to try to make that montage work as an intro and get some things teed up, because when we're in Spain, I was told that we might not have very reliable internet because Jesus is from like sort of a, I don't know, he makes it sound like he's from like a really tiny, like remote fishing village, which I don't believe it is, but that's what he feels like it is. So I am unsure how stable my internet's going to be. So I'm trying to tee up a lot of content so that when I make content, I can post it when I have internet. I don't know. So I'm going to get back to that, and then I'm going to work on some more of this. I'm still working through the prologue in the first chapter of edits, and yeah, so that's my day. I really don't know how to vlog anymore, do I? You guys haven't seen the pups in a while. They're doing great. I've also been working on my Halloween decorations. Since I'm going to be here for a large chunk of October, and I do need to get a lot of cleaning done because there will be someone staying here with the dogs while we are away. But I have my little Halloween village, which I need to turn on. And all of my little pumpkins. Ignore the Christmas tree. I just didn't put that away last year, so it's now just a year-round Yule tree. But let's turn on my lights. Haha! Christmas town. No. Halloween town. Halloween town. Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Let me say anything, guy. And then this year I added these like zombie flapper people. Love them. And my mom has a couple more things for me, but I haven't been able to get to my mom to pick them up. So that's my Halloween town. We also picked up a while back when I was having a sad moment. We picked up this sort of Day of the Dead inspired, which is probably, I don't know, not accurate in any way, but it looked like Mercy. So we picked it up. It's our Mercy dog. All the other Greyhound figurines I have in the house are colored like Hemi and my boy Turbo. So I have no black Greyhounds. And so I at least have a black puppy in here for her. She needs representation, my little devil lady. And she hates this thing, my little like Annabelle doll. She hates it. She hates it so much. Watch, I'm gonna turn it on. Do you hate it?
Is there anyone out there? Why do I feel?
So yeah, getting my Halloween on. I feel like I've been vacuuming and for days and there's still just like stuff everywhere. The kitchen is filthy. And I'm so like, I want to do all the other fun projects. I don't want to do this. So I'm going to have to try to like balance it and be like, you get to do your fun projects when you do the dishes and then more fun projects and then do this, whatever. And then I also kind of have this strange, not strange, I have this overly ambitious desire to make an apple pie because I have lots of apples and we're leaving and they're going to go bad. I don't know, I might make an apple pie. I have like I got to make the pie crust today and then maybe tomorrow I'll make the apple pie. So like those are kind of things that I want to do today. It's a very busy day. Let's see what I actually get done. I have no idea. Mercy, come here. Come here. Show your friends. Show your friends what you do. Sit. Sit, girl. Girl. Mercy, come here. Come here. Let's show them what you can do. Sit. Good girl. Give me that paw. What's your treat? It's right in there. Oh, get it. She's a good girl. Ignore the wee pad that we've just decided we're going to keep on the floor here. I got the nice ones because Hemi's just so old and he randomly has accidents, usually in front of the door because he's trying to go out, but like we're upstairs taking a shower and it hits him. And so now this is my life with an elderly dog. If you have an elderly dog, you probably understand that struggle. I think I might make some pie crust and then I will figure out what I'm doing with my life. Ooh. Also, there's one last slice of tortilla. So this is like the Spanish omelet that Jesus makes all the time. Oh, not all the time. He needs to make it more for me. But this is like one of my favorite things. And I've eaten almost the entire thing. This whole plate was a tortilla. And I've eaten almost the entire thing myself. And so I'm going to finish it this morning. It's just like fried potatoes, eggs, onions. He puts in chorizo. And he does it extra like cooked through for me because I don't like it runny. Apparently everybody else likes it runny. I don't put chorizo in it. And I really wanted to put cheese in it. And he sort of scoffs at that because he's like, you don't traditionally put cheese in it. But I'm like, this is our tortilla, my friend. We can put whatever we want in our tortillas. It's seriously so good. Yeah, and I have no idea how to link this. This is my pie recipe for apple pie crust, for pie crust of any sort. I don't know how to link this for you guys because I'm realizing it doesn't say where this came from. I think it's a Martha Stewart thing. But if you want it, just message me somewhere, email, Instagram, wherever, and I will take a picture of it and send it to you. I don't want to put it up on the internet because I don't know if I have the rights to it, but, you know, between friends, if you want it, you let me know. I'll take a picture of the pie crust recipe for you.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight side of you when I'm at my weakest point. Makes a world of difference, so you make me strong.
I ran out of cling film, which is annoying, but now I just have to clean up the mess I made from making pastry. But pastry is chilling. Hooray. This makes me happy. Pie makes me happy. I haven't baked in a while. This makes me feel good. But I made a mess. Get back to my book. If you haven't read The Good House, I'm enjoying it. And I know why Naomi loves it so much. Because Naomi, like, New York is to me as like LA is to Naomi. And our main character a lot of the time is in LA. So in like Silver Springs. So that's like her nostalgic hometown, and like New York City is like my nostalgic hometown. So yeah, I know why my friend loves this book so much. Just from that alone, I know why she loves this book so much.
2 hours later.
We're just gonna make the pie. I have like 5-ish pounds of apples that I have to core. I have to core and peel by hand because my apple peeler, I used to have 2, now I have 0, and I don't know how that occurred. I'm going to keep listening to the book I'm listening to. I switched it up and I decided to grab Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood, which is it's sort of like a YA Jane Eyre, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm not sold on it. And I was going to DNF it, but frankly, like, I'm so far into it, I'm over halfway through. And I think I'm just going to keep going and finish it while baking the pie. That's kind of the impetus for making the pie, is to give me something to do instead of listening to this story, because I don't really like the story. So I have chilled pastry. I got to roll it out and do apples. So I'm going to put this back on and we're going to do that.
Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough.
Into the oven you go. Bye-bye.
And pie. Don't know if you can see, there is steam coming out.
Where's your pumpkin? Thanks. What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, does it have a squeaky?
Hello, happy Tuesday. It's been a busy day. Peter sitting up here. I got myself a Starbucks. Nothing fancy, just a nice coffee. I ran some errands. I bought some euros. We're getting ready for the trip, and I am going to finally take some time to read. But I first wanted to say that I did finish Within These Wicked Walls. It's over that yonder that way, and I don't want to get up and get it because I'm comfy. I did finish it, and I didn't dislike it. Like, a solid middle of the road 3 stars, right? And it's straight enough from Jane Eyre that it didn't feel predictable and anything like that. But I feel like of all of my favorite classics, Jane Eyre is the hardest one for me to enjoy a retelling from, of, about. I don't know why, and I'm struggling to find any Jane Eyre retellings that I've liked. I'm struggling to even think of Jane Eyre retellings. Probably before you even see this vlog, I did make a little short just asking, does anybody have any recommendations? Because it's one of my favorite stories. I love this book. I know that a lot of people don't like Jane Eyre. I love Jane Eyre. And I can go on and on and on about why I love Jane Eyre. I can go on and on and on about why it's actually a feminist novel, but a feminist novel for the time. And I honestly just feel like, and I said this in the short, so I'm being repetitive, but I feel like something about Jane Eyre being perfect the way it is for the time period that it's in, for the character that it's written about. It's like when you used to watch American Idol and somebody would try to sing Whitney Houston and they'd be like, no, you can't. You're not Whitney Houston. That's what it feels like. It just feels like it is so just like on its own thing, and it was done so well. Like, you cannot redo it, recreate it, retell it. And I find that really interesting because the whole time I was listening to it and making the pie and doing all that I was doing yesterday, I kept thinking about how there's so many Pride and Prejudice like stories, Pride and Prejudice inspired retellings, reimaginings, etc., and how I like those. I think they're fantastic. I mean, I like some more than others, but in general, you can spin off, continue with, redo, modernize Jane Austen, specifically Pride and Prejudice, and I think it's great. And it works. Somehow it works. There's something very timeless and relatable about Jane Austen, specifically Pride and Prejudice, that you can make it work for a modern audience. But something about Jane Eyre is just so specific to Jane Eyre and so specific to the time it was written in and so specific to that story and that moment in time that I just feel like retellings are hard, but I also kind of feel like that's a challenge and I want to find one that I like. So if you have any that you enjoy, please let me know, because I would really like to find one. I am still prepping for Nano and for editing and finishing my little first book in my little duology. So I just got this little binder that it's like a soft binder, so you can open it up like a notebook and fold it over and write on it like a notebook. So I just got this for plotting and doing some other things. So I'm trying to, like, character arcs and all of that. I'm struggling with writing in Scrivener because I can't really move back and forth easily between my laptop and my iPad on Scrivener. And I'm trying right now to use Google Docs and just type in there because I can easily go between those two devices, between my devices with Google Docs. But I don't like Google Docs because what I like the best about Scrivener is I can make all these different little categories and I can have like sections for each chapter and say I want to put a chapter in another spot. I can just move that whole folder up or down, and I can have sections with all of my like demographics and notes and characters and places and timelines and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get a little bit more analog just so I have a hard copy thing of it. And I also think that that would be safe. That would be a good idea in case for some reason like any files get corrupted, etc., etc. I have it written down, and it also allows me to make this a little bit more portable because I can always just scribble along in here and work on some things with my characters and their arcs and stuff like that. And so I'm hoping that this will work really well. And I did find some really awesome reading sprints. The ones I did last night were so great, and I feel like I'm going to just be living in this group of writing sprints. So for some reason you don't know about Heart Breathings, which is Sarah Cannon. I found her, I went down a rabbit hole. I found her like 2 years ago, but I really went down a rabbit hole recently. I didn't realize that her whole like Heart Breathings group has writing sprints like 2 to 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And they're really well done. Like my writing sprints are so budget. And now, one, I'm inspired to make my writing sprints even better. And two, I have this like whole little area where I can go and hopefully have like a little writing community. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. So we're going to keep going with the writing. And this will hopefully just become like my bibble. This will be my book 1 bibble. And maybe I'll have a book 2 bibble and we'll just keep going. But for now, I don't want to write. I don't want to do anything like that. Also, I like that sound when you flop it. I'm going to start there, which is our TBR lowdown pick for October because I need to be ready. And so I want to try to get that done this week. And then I will bring my other book club book, which is The Trees, with me on vacation. And maybe I'll read that on the plane along with a couple other things. Anyway. That's enough yapping. Reading time. Hello! Welcome to PJ time on Tuesday night. I am exhausted, so I am in bed. 6:30, I'm in bed. And I'm going to do some throw on some eye patches because I look like I need them. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do before I pass out. I have options for things I can do in bed right now. I don't feel like writing. So my options are, because I think there's probably sprints going on now or soon. Find me some sprints. Ooh, this one's not as cold as this one is. I can find some sprints and start filling out some things in the bibble. And in the bibble I have, this is from the Heart Breathings. It's a combo of like things from Plot Your Novel and her like Nano 22. So I just have the like calendar here that I have to figure out once I have my schedule for November because I don't have it yet. And it's just the 15 beats from Save the Cat. Oh, I guess I could do some more reading of Save the Cat. So there's the 15 beats from Save the Cat. So I just kind of want to do some outlining there because I still have to finish basically Act 3. I have these sheets which I want to use as like each chapter. I have post-its coming because I have different POVs and I want to have like a running list of each chapter, whose POV it is, and the major things that are happening with my main characters. So like purple will be my girl character, blue will be my boy character, yellow will be one of the other characters, and just like on and off scene, like what is happening. So I have an idea of the plotting, which is what I really want to do right now, but I don't have my stupid post-its yet. So that's the first section about plot. And the second one is about the characters and their journeys. Now I have character sheets in Scrivener, but I think I'm going to like keep them there, but I want to work out some stuff here so I kind of have something that's printed out in case everything gets lost. I think I might copy those over, but I'm waiting for printer paper. So I want printer paper to come so I can print off what I already have. But I guess I can copy over some stuff tonight. That's something I can do. And the rest of this so far is for like note taking and stuff. I haven't figured out the other sections. I just have random sections with paper in the back. But that's kind of something that I could do. I'm saying this to you like you guys are going to make this decision with me. I got a free ebook of one of Sarah Cannon, the lady who does Heart Breathing, is her series, like one of her first book in a series. And because I just wanted to try to see what her writing's like. A lot of the people that I follow that do writing sprints and give writers advice and are like on AuthorTube and all of that, I've never read any of their books other than Katie Wisner. So like I kind of want to see what their writing's like, because it's like, wait, why am I taking writing advice from somebody if I have no idea if I even like their writing? So we're gonna figure that out. I have a TBR Lowdown episode to finish, which ideally is what I really should do, or I can finish a Dowry of Blood. I guess I'll be good and I'll finish this podcast episode. Thank you for coming along with me on that journey. Quick update on there. So I'm about 60 pages into this. I'm enjoying it so far. I would like to finish it before we leave because I can't critically read 2 books while we're on vacation. I can only really conceivably read 1 critically while we're on vacay. So I'm going to finish this and then I'll do the trees. Yeah. I'll do this and I'll do my journaling for the day. And I'll be a good little person and go to bed early. Good morning and happy Friday. We are off today, clearly, because I'm in, and we are getting stuff ready. So we're going to go to the bank and pick up my euro. We are attempting to film a bunch of random shit for the interwebs because I still have so many shorts I have to make 30 days of shorts. They're not going to all get made today, but I do need a backlog of shorts so that if I have no interwebs while we're in Spain, I have something to choose from. So that's the whole thing. I have a bunch of things I need to do for TBR Lowdown before I leave. I have to clean the house. And this is just today's stuff. I have to do some like plotting work on my stupid novel. It's not stupid. Don't call it stupid, Alyssa. You're just busy. So, yep, that's where we are. Happy Scrappy Friday. Yeah. I have been reading news. I have been working my way through The Good House by Tiana Reeve-Dew. Fantastic. Loving it. I'm like 60% of the way done. I'm going to try to finish that before we leave. And I am also going to finish There today. I am like 40-50% of the way through There. Loving that book. Can't wait to discuss that with Naomi. It's fantastic. Also, I have a few books I want to take with me on vacation that I'm still trying to finalize. So we'll go through that before probably the end of today. And otherwise, I think I'm just going to try to take you through the day as best as possible so that we have some content. I technically have to finish editing this, which I've edited most of the footage that you've seen already as of right now while I'm giving you this update. I just have to drop in some music and stuff. So hopefully there's not a ton for me to edit, so that my goal is to try to get this all wrapped up before we get on the plane, so that it's sitting in YouTube Studio to be uploaded at some point while we're on vacation. And then also I want to film my Unplugged unboxing because I think I have both boxes. I think I'll have both boxes today, so that'll get filmed today too. So if I can get that filmed and up, that'd be fantastic. If for some reason I find an extra pocket of time in the day, I really would love to film a couple quick book tags, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. That is like way down on the priority list because I got like toilets to scrub and things like that, a fridge to clean out, so many things. So I'm gonna get on the road because that's the most important thing, is that I get the dang euros, and then I can focus on everything else that has to get done. But I'm really trying to figure out what I can bring on vacation because I still have a bunch of books I wanted to read this month that I haven't even touched. A lot of them are bigger than I thought they were. And like so far, this is what I have. I'm not going to show you what they are, but like this is what I have. And I just don't know. I feel like I need to bring some more stuff. Why? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go on vacation with like 6 or 7 books. Also, I started a Patreon, so this is probably a little late in this vlog, but I did start a Patreon. I have 1 whole Patreon patron. Thank you, Jen. But if you're watching this and you want to join my Patreon, things that we have there, just like a tip jar, English, use your mouth, just a tip jar if you just want to support the channel, nice low-level tier. And then there's another tier that is just for like more interactive stuff. My thought is that we could have a buddy read every month that we could have a live chat for, whether we want to do it on Zoom or whatever, but it would be just ours, and you guys could help me pick books or suggest books and all of that. I started a Discord, but be kind because I'm not good at Discord. You can ask Naomi all the ways that I've screwed up Discord, so any mods are welcome to help me figure out how to make Discord work. And then I'm thinking of like a high tier, like what that high tier could be, but I don't really know. And obviously if you're in Discord, all the standard stuff, you'd be like getting videos early. I'm not going to do podcast early because TBR Lowdown really is like its own entity, and I don't want to muddy the waters with that. And there might be a Patreon in the works for TBR Lowdown itself. So the podcast is its own beast. It just lives on my channel to live on my channel because we had any small following here. So that's where that's not going to be part of it. And shorts won't be a part of early access because shorts sometimes are just a scramble. But like videos, you will get access to them probably about, you know, within 24 hours of prior to. Maybe not exactly 24, but you know, as soon as I can get them up, I will get them up for you guys to see first, and then they will go live whenever they go live, and we can think of more stuff along the way. I would love to find a higher level tier, but I don't know what like goodies I could give you to justify having a higher level tier. So working on that, but right now this is sufficient. It's just kind of a way to be more interactive with you guys. I'd love to be more interactive with anybody who's watching. So you can check that out. There's a link down in the description if you want to. No pressure. Who cares? Whatever. And obviously, like if we're having conversations and being more interactive, there'll be more like behind the scenes stuff and things like that. That happened. Oh, and if you're a writer, I created a little room in there on the Discord for just like any of us that are writing and just like a place to discuss anything related to writing. Like, are we frustrated with something? Did you find a good resource? Like just kind of like a landing spot for anything and everything related to our process and struggles with writing. So maybe we can create a little mini community in there. I am not some sort of well-versed writer, but I feel like for all of us newbies, amateurs, self-doubters, imposter syndrome sufferers, like it would be nice to have a little spot that is ours. It's in its infancy, so be kind while it grows into whatever it's going to be. Anyway, to the bank. I have to like finish getting myself into like human form so that I can go to the bank. That's what we're doing.
You got me like in a box. I adore everything you touch. Say, do you believe that we were meant to be? My body craves identity. Green mango peach, what a tease. Calling me like the rainbow. Oh, pretty please, take it easy. No one likes push and shove. Let go of control.
Okay, it is time to clean. I'm in the bathroom. But I just needed to say that if you ever wanted a sign that you were in your 30s or over 30 or just an old ass lady, get yourself one of these. Get yourself a scrubby thing. Don't turn it on like that. You will get scrubby in your face. And you will know you're over 30. Okay? That is all. Hello. This is a look. So my bathroom is clean, so we're going to start there. Anything else I have to do, like vacuuming and putting stuff away. So I am going to try to gel cure some nails on for vacation. Hopefully this works. I have my nail caboodle. My nail. Fingers crossed. And I figured I could listen to more of The Good House while we do this. Well, they're on. This one's kind of jacked up. But they do feel really secure, so hopefully this will work. Gel curing them on, but they're cute, right? I felt like they were good October nails for October vacation. Who is she? Who is she that has her nails done? She is me! Hello. It's about 4 o'clock. I have actually completed my Unplugged unboxing and at least 1 book tag. So that's 2 extra videos that I have to go up, plus this vlog. So I think I have enough content for vacation. I loved this month's Unplugged boxes. Don't ask what this hair is, okay? Here. It's like it doesn't exist. I am going to find something to eat because I realized I really haven't eaten today. I should really do that. That seems like something that should happen. I've just been so like task oriented that I have not done that. So let's eat. And then I'm going to settle in, I think, and read and do some story plotting. And then hopefully over the next like 48 hours, I can get everything edited and up. I will briefly go through the books that I want to bring on vacation or that I'm considering right now, because I think I'm going to wrap this vlog up here. I know it's kind of like a weird vlog and weird transition back to like vlogging vlog, but that's what we got. Okay, we're going with it. So I have a couple things, and there's one I'm trying to find. So let me see if I can, it's shelved and I don't know the author's name off the top of my freaking head. Barker. Of course it's in the B's. Let me get the letter out again. Okay, so what I'm thinking to bring on vacation with me is O Caledonia by Elspeth Barker, which is a reprint of an older story that Scribner sent me, and it's sort of like a mystery thriller, and I love the vibes of the cover, and it's super short, and it feels like a good vacation book. Mother Thing by Ainsley Hogarth. Most of these are in my TBR video for the month, so this is was sent to me by Vintage Books, and I'm excited to get to this. This is already out, so definitely this. I really do need to read The Trees before the 24th, because that's when the discussion is, if I can remember to get on the discussion, because I'll be overseas. And then The Woman in the Library, just again seems like a good thriller for vacation purposes. I also have Women Eating, which is super short, and that's on my Kindle. And I have a couple other random Kindle books that are just there. I've got like an arc that I'm reading for somebody that is in a Discord group that I'm in, and then I am finishing that first book that Sarah Cannon wrote to see how I like her writing, since I'm following her writing advice. I think that that's important. And then I think I'm going to bring the Book of Life so I can finish this lovely romance and witchy werewolves, witchy vampire romance trilogy. So I really would like to finish the All Souls trilogy. I really hear so many mixed reviews of these books, so I'm really curious that when they're all said and done, how do I feel about the trilogy as a whole? Because I will say, like, book one is definitely like a fave. I've read it now twice, and I think I could read that first book over and over and over again. I saw somebody post about it recently that they could read book one like multiple times, and the rest of them they're kind of like. Book two was fine. I did enjoy it. I don't want to say a lot about what happens in book two, but I did enjoy it's a change in the way the story is told, and I thought it was really interesting, and I did enjoy that. And I liked a lot of the things that she explored in those books, so I'm very curious to see where we go in the final book of the series. So I'm not disliking it, but I think like the first book is like 5 stars, and then it kind of like will teeter off from there. That's my assumption right now. I'm going to go get something to eat and start getting things edited and up on the channel for you all. Please remember there's a Patreon now, so if you'd like to subscribe, please, feel free to join the Patreon. See, I'm so not used to having fancy things that I can't even say the word. Please feel free to join the Patreon. Please feel free to become a patron. Is that what I'm trying to say? I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know anymore. I need to eat. I have blood sugar in toilet. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Bye.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, build